Good afternoon, everyone. Remember, we have been learning.
Good afternoon, sir.
Okay, let us start. We have been learning chapter 5, minerals and energy resources. Today, we shall learn about mode of occurrence and distribution of ferrous minerals. Now, I shall share my screen. Can you see my screen, boys and girls?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let us start. Here, mode of occurrence of minerals. How do minerals occur on the surface or in the subsurface of the earth? So let us read. We know that minerals usually occur in ores. Okay, they are usually found in ores. Then what do you mean by the term ore? As you learn in science classes. So let us read. The term ore is used to describe an accumulation of any mineral mixed with other elements. So ore is used to describe an accumulation of any mineral, means collection of any mineral mixed with other elements. So the mineral contained of the ore must be in sufficient concentration to make its extraction commercially viable. The proportion, the quantity of the mineral present in the ore should be large enough, okay, so that we can extract it with profit. The type of formation or structure in which they are found determine the relative ease with which the mineral ores may be mined. So whether the minerals are occurring inside the earth surface or on the surface, or in which formation they are occurring, depending on that, the ease for the extraction of the mineral is determined, okay. And this also determines the cost of extraction. For example, if the minerals are found in the earth interior here, the cost of extraction is high. If it is found on the surface, okay, the cost is less. So it is therefore important for us to understand the main types of formation in which minerals occur. So generally, minerals occur in the following forms. Now let us read. So in igneous and metamorphic rocks, minerals may occur in cracks, crevices, then faults or joints. The smaller occurrences are called veins and the larger are called lots. In most cases, they are formed when minerals in liquid, molten, and gaseous forms are forced upward through cavities towards the Earth's surface. All of you are familiar with the types of the rocks. We have three main types of rocks. Those are igneous and metamorphic rocks. And in the igneous and metamorphic rocks, mineral occurs in the cracks, crevices. Here, for example, this is the rock, and here inside the rock you may find cracks. The bigger one is known as crevices, okay, and the smaller one, it is actually joint. This is called joint. So joint is a weak line, okay, is a weak line on which the mineral may break. So these are known as crevices, and the smaller one known as cracks. Okay, see, here let us say this is the crust. Let us say this is crust. Okay, and here we have mantle, and here in the mantle we have pools of magma, and when magma rises here in the crust, okay, it may contain minerals in the molten form, and when the magma rises mix with the molten minerals, so it will enter the cracks here, crevices here, and sometimes joints, and it will be cooled down, and the minerals will be deposited here in the crevices, cracks, and the joints. Sometimes along the fault line also, faulting we have learned in class 9. Okay, sometimes here let us say these are the different formations, that is different layers. So for example, this is a layer, that is we call it formation. Okay, that was formed in a particular geologic time. This is another formation formed in another geologic time, and sometimes due to tension and forces, this portion may be subsided here, as you like here. Okay, it may be subsided here, and so these are the different formation. So the first formation comes here. So along this line, this process is known as faulting, and here this is known as a fault line, and the minerals also occur here. Okay, so minerals also may occur here along this fault line when the magma rises along this fault line. So in this way, minerals occur in the igneous and the metamorphic rocks. Okay, as soon as they rise upward, they will cool and solidify, and will form the minerals. And for example, metallic mineral like tin, copper, zinc, lead, etc. are obtained in the form of veins and lots. Remember, if the occurrence is small, we call it veins, and if the occurrence is large, we call it lots. Okay. Any question, boys and girls?
No, sir.
Next, we have in sedimentary rocks, a number of minerals occur in beds or layers. You know, sedimentary rocks has different layers, or we call it a bed. Okay, a layer is also known as a bed in sedimentary rocks, and they have been formed as a result of deposition, accumulation, and concentration in horizontal strata. Sedimentary rocks, let's see here. Say for example, this is upland, and here this is a low-lying area, and so from the hill area, here there will be withering, that is breaking down of rocks, and when there is rainfall, okay, this withered material will be carried down here and will be deposited here in this area. And one more thing you have to know is that, say for example, here let us say some plants and grasses, forest, a dense forest is here, and see the sediments brought down from the higher slopes of the landform may cover whole this forest area, and under the another layer, another formation may be covered here. So in due course of time, under the high pressure and temperature, these forests will be fossilized and will become a mineral. So in this way, coals are formed as mentioned in our textbook here. coal and some forms of iron ore have been concentrated as a result of long periods under great heat and pressure. Okay, so when the forests here in the lowland area are covered uh, with uh, soils, that is the earth debris, maybe due to erosion and deposition activity, or maybe due to landslide, or maybe due to a catastrophic activity, it may be covered and it will be fossilized under the great heat and pressure. So in this way, coal and some other minerals are formed. Another group of sedimentary minerals include gypsum, potash, salt, and sodium salts. So these are formed as a result of evaporation in the arid regions. Okay, so these salts like gypsum, potash salt, and sodium salts are found in the sedimentary rocks, in the beds and the layers, and due to evaporation process. Okay, these crystals of salt will be present in the rocks. So it is mainly found in the occur in the desert areas. Up to here, any question, boys and girls?
No, sir.
Okay. Next, we have another mode of formation involves the decomposition of surface rocks and the removal of soluble constituents, leaving residual mass of withered material containing ores. So bauxite is formed in this way. So let me explain here. Let us say this is a big rock, okay, and here minerals are present. Nodules, maybe nodules or crystals or minerals are present, and let us say this big rock is soluble, contains calcium carbonate, for example, and when there is rainfall, then the rainwater will dissolve all these soluble materials, and here on the surface, okay, after dissolving all these soluble materials in the rock, these nodules, okay, these ores present in the rock will be lying here on the surface. So in this way, bauxite, okay, is occurred. You may read the text again. Here, another mode of formation involve decomposition of surface rock. Decomposition means chemical decomposition. Okay, solution is an example of chemical decomposition, that is a chemical withering process. And because of that chemical decomposition of the removable materials, it will leave the residual mass, the remaining mass of withered material containing ores will be lying on the surface, and in this way bauxite is obtained. So this is the third mode of occurrence. Next, we have certain minerals. Certain minerals may occur as alluvial deposits in sands of valley floors and base of the hill, that is at the foothills. These are called placer deposits and generally contain minerals which are not corroded by water. Gold, silver, tin, platinum are most important among such minerals. So sometimes you will find minerals mixed with sand, maybe on the riverbed or at the foothill of the mountains. And those sands, okay, found at the foothills of the mountain are known as placer deposits. So here I will show you one uh, here. See here, these are mineral bearing veins, holes. Okay, here minerals are occurred. And here in this area, weathering is taken place. That is breaking down of the rocks is taken place on the slopes of the mountain, and those debris, these rock fragments mixed with the minerals are carried downwards, maybe by running water or rainwater, and deposited here at the foothill, or here on the bank of the river, here in this way, maybe here or here. And these deposits, sand and the rock fragment mixed with mineral, is known as placer deposit. Okay, placer deposit. And here we have the river, and here sometimes on the bed of the river or on the bank of the river you will find gold mixed with sand, or you may find silver or tin, maybe here at the foothill or here. So I will show you one photograph here. See, I think you may be seeing gold, pieces of gold mixed with this placer deposit. So this photograph shows placer deposits, rock fragments, and sand mixed with gold. I think the yellowish luster one are these are pieces of gold. Just I think see here also you will see here oh, I think all here also you may find, you may be seeing, okay, pieces of gold mixed with the sand. Just see. Any question, boys and girls? Gold is also found in the mines, remember, boys and girls, okay, in the form of nugget. And just like ginger and turmeric, you will find in the underground also. But sometimes gold is also obtained mixed with sand in the bed of the river or at the foothills. And next we have ocean waters contain vast quantities of minerals, but most of these are too widely diffused to be economic significance. It is said that gold is present in the ocean water in colloidal form, but still we don't have the technology to extract those gold from the ocean water. But we are extracting common salt, magnesium, and bromine from the ocean waters. And at the same time, ocean beds, the floor of the ocean also contain rich quantities of manganese nodules. So in this way, minerals occur in the surface of the earth and in the subsurface. Up to here, any question, boys and girls? Any query, boys and girls? Are you connected?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So if you don't have questions, so let us continue. One interesting fact is here. This is about red hole mining. See, actually mines are owned by the governments, but in the tribal areas of northeast India, minerals are owned by individuals or communities. In Meghalaya, in Nagaland, mines, mineral mines, these coal mines and other mines are owned by the individuals or by the communities. And in Meghalaya, there are large deposits of coal, then iron ore, limestone, and dolomite, etc. Coal mining in Jawai and Sirapanji is done by family members in the form of long narrow tunnel known as red hole mining. Just they are digging, okay. Suppose this is the wall and they are digging a very narrow tunnel here and removing the material from here. That is known as red hole mining. The National Green Tribunal has declared such activities illegal. Red hole mining is illegal because this is not safe. This is very risky, and recommended that this should be stopped forthwith. I will show you some photographs of red hole mining. See, these are the holes of red hole mining in Cherrapunji. Okay, and here this is another photograph of red hole mining. So this is the hole, and one buoy is also here, and this is another photograph of red hole mining. Sometimes the roof may be collapsed. Okay, see, this roof may be collapsed, and the people working here may be trapped, leading to death. So this is very, very dangerous, very, very risky. So let us continue. Now let us start about the distribution of minerals in India. You know, India is fortunate to have fairly rich and varied mineral resources. However, these are unevenly distributed. Minerals are not found uniformly in India. In some states, it is highly concentrated. In other states, we don't find any type of minerals. This is unevenly distributed. Broadly speaking, peninsular rocks contain most of the reserves of coal, metallic minerals, mica, and many other non-metallic minerals. So peninsular plateau is rich in metallic and non-metallic minerals. Sedimentary rocks on the western and the eastern flanks of peninsula in Gujarat and Assam have most of petroleum deposits. So in the sedimentary rocks of Assam and Gujarat, we have rich deposits of petroleum. Rajasthan with rock systems of the peninsula reserves has reserves of many non-ferrous mineral. Non-ferrous, which do not contain iron, for example, copper, bauxite. So Rajasthan is rich in non-ferrous minerals. The vast alluvial plains of North India are almost devoid of economic minerals. These variations exist largely because of the differences in the geological structure, processes, and time involved in the formation of the minerals. Okay, so occurrence of the mineral depends on the mode of formation, type of rocks, and process of formation, and the age of the rocks. So let us now study the distribution of few major minerals in India. Always remember that the concentration of minerals in the ore, the ease of extraction, closeness to the market play an important role in affecting the economic viability of a reserve. Okay, so for example, here in the surface of the inside the earth, there may be a reserve of mineral. If the quantity is very small, then it may not be economically viable, because to extract this mineral from the art interior, we need employment, we need skilled and semi-skilled labor, we need machinery, we need capital. And if the quantity is small, then we may not get a profit. So economic viability of a reserve depends on the quantity, the size of the reserve, then closeness to the market, demand for the ore, or whether it is occur on the surface or in the surface. If it is occurring on the surface, okay, we may get more profit. So these are the important factors. And now let us read about the distribution of this ferrous mineral. Ferrous, the minerals containing iron. And ferrous minerals account for about 3/4 of total value of production of metallic minerals in India. 3/4 of the total value of production of metallic minerals in India. These ferrous minerals accounts, and they provide a strong base for the development of metallurgical industries. And India exports substantial quantities of ferrous mineral after meeting her internal demands. Now we have a distribution of iron ore. Iron ore is the basic mineral and the backbone of industrial development. So, industries, maybe any kind of industries need iron and steel for the construction of the factory, then for manufacturing the machines used in those industries. So iron steel is the base mineral, and this is the backbone of the industrial development of any country. So India is endowed with fairly abundant resources of iron ore, and India is rich in good quality ores. So for example, magnetite. So this is the finest iron ore with a very high content of iron up to 70%. So magnetite, this is the best quality iron ore containing 70% of iron. So it has excellent magnetic qualities, especially valuable in the electrical industry. So this magnetite has excellent magnetic qualities and are mainly used in the electrical industries. Another ore known as hematite. Hematite ore is most important industrial iron ore in terms of quantity use. So this is the most commercially exploited iron ore, but it has slightly lower iron content than magnetite. So it has only 50 to 60% iron content, slightly lower than magnetite. In addition to this magnetite and the hematite, we have two other ores, two other types of iron ore. That is, one is limonite, another one is siderite. So I will show you the photograph here. See here, magnetite, the black color, the best quality. Then comes hematite, most commercially extracted. Then siderite. The fourth one is limonite. So these are the four types of iron ore. Okay, so these are also types of iron ore, but we have some other types like magnetic hematite, then ilmenite. So these are the additions, but in our textbook we mainly deal with these four types of iron ore. And see, this pie diagram shows the distribution of production of iron ore, state-wise production of iron ore. From this pie diagram, okay, from this pie diagram, you will see that Orissa is the largest producer of iron ore. 52%, okay, of the total iron production in India is shared by Orissa in the year 2016 and 17. Then comes Chhattisgarh 16%. Next, Karnataka 14%, Jharkhand 11%, and other states 7%. So Orissa is the largest producer of this iron ore. Here in the box, this is an interesting fact. Kudrei in Karnataka means a horse. The highest peak in Western Ghats of Karnataka resembles the face of a horse, Kudremukh. Then another one, Viability Hills, that is in Chhattisgarh, looks like hump of an ox. Hence, the name is given. Viability means hump of an ox. So these two hills are very rich in iron ore. And here, this photograph shows an iron ore mine. Next, we have distribution of iron ore in India. So major iron ore belts in India are given below. The first belt is Orissa Jharkhand belt. In Orissa, high-grade hematite ore is found in Badampahar mines in Mayurbhanj and Kendujhar districts. In adjoining Singhbhum district of Jharkhand, hematite ore is mined in Goa and Nuwa Mundi. So this is the first one, Orissa Jharkhand belt. And here also you'll find, okay, Orissa Jharkhand belt is here, Orissa Jharkhand belt. So this area is very rich in okay. So next one we have Durg Bastar Chandrapur belt. So this belt lies in Chhattisgarh and Maharashtra states. Very high grade hematites are found in famous Bailadila range of hills in the Bastar district of Chhattisgarh. The range of hills comprise of 14 deposits of super high grade hematite iron ore. It has the best physical properties needed for steel making. Iron ore from this mine is exported to Japan and South Korea via Visakhapatnam port. Okay, so Durg Bastar Chandrapur belt is here, just here, this area. Okay, and so that is the belt. Next we have Bellary Chitradurga Sikkamalaguru Luru Tumakuru belt in Karnataka has large reserves of iron ore. The Kudremukh mines, that is in Karnataka, located in the Western Ghats of Karnataka, are 100% export unit. All the ores are exported. Kudremukh deposits are known to be one of the largest in the world. The ore is transported as a slurry through a pipeline. Here the iron ore is transported as a slurry, that is transported using liquid through a pipeline to a port near Mangaluru. Okay, and see, it is here, this area. I think the map is very small, but see here, you can see here also this area. This is Sikamagaluru, Tumakuru, Chitradurga, Tumakuru belt. The last one is the Maharashtra Goa belt, includes the state of Goa and the Ratnagiri district of Maharashtra. Though the ores are not of very high quality, yet they are efficiently exploited. The ores are not good but efficiently exploited. The iron ore is exported through the Marmagao port. Just see here, the last region is here. And we can see here also, here. This is the belt and this is the Marmagao port. So iron ore is not good, but the quality is not good enough, but it is exported through the Marmagao port. Up to here, any question, boys and girls? Any question, boys and girls?
No, sir.
Okay. So let us continue. Next we have a manganese. Okay, so here this is the manganese ore. You know, manganese is required to make stainless steels and other products. Just have a look of manganese ore. This is a ferroalloy metal. Now let us read the text. So manganese is mainly used in the manufacturing of steel and ferroalloy manganese alloy. Nearly 10 kg of manganese is required to manufacture 1 ton of steel. So to manufacture 1000 kg of steel, we require 10 kg of manganese. And manganese is also used to manufacture bleaching powder, insecticide, and paints. So these are the uses of manganese. And again here, This pie diagram shows the production of manganese state-wise in the year 2016-17. Can you tell me which state of India is the largest producer of manganese? Which state of India? Actually, we are seeing two states,
Yep.
right? Orissa, we have 25%. Maharashtra, again 25%. Actually, it was Orissa, but see, Maharashtra is also growing up. So these two states are the largest producer of manganese in the year 2016-17 in India. Actually, these are not the largest. I did not see Madhya Pradesh, right? Am I right? See, Madhya Pradesh with 27% is the largest producer of manganese in India. Then comes Orissa and Maharashtra. Next, we have Karnataka 11%, Andhra Pradesh 10%, and the other states and union territories 2%. Okay. Any question, boys and girls? Okay, if you don't have questions, let us stop here for today. Thank you very much for joining my class.